Today we're going to the largest Starbucks in the US with Greg, my brother, and his friend Mac.
I feel like I'm a real estate agent.
I've already popped Excedrin for my upcoming headache, so.
We're here.
We have
Amazing.
That was amazing.
For sure.
Right? 10 out of 10?
Yes.
We're gonna come back.
Great. So we just went to the world's largest Starbucks, and what do we get?
Pistachio latte?
So we got the pistachio latte.
It was amazing.
Where you cannot get it at any other Starbucks, and we highly recommend that drink.
We're going back again. We met a lot of people there. I think we're gonna that's where we are getting a lot of our business from, is that Starbucks.
So Greg and I always like to come to the office, so it gives us a lot of time to focus on what needs to get done throughout the week.
All right, so let's start today off with the compliment we just got on a review from one of our past clients. And it says, Zach was very friendly and informative about the selling of our house. He knew the price that it would take to sell our house. We are now living in Florida and having a wonderful time. And then they said, Greg was very helpful and our home was sold in the proper manner and quite ambitious. Always there when you needed questions answered. And when we got to the right price, it sold fast, and now we're again living in Florida happily ever after. So once again, we have another happy client. I think this is the best way to show how we love what we do. We just have to keep doing it. So I want to get over 2. I think if we can get over 2 by the end of the year, that would finish up a good year.
It's a lot to say.
Can't you just lie to me and tell me let's do 3? Let's do 5, Greg. Let's just go and do 5, you know? I know, listen, I get it. It's not easy. You're selling yourself, then you're selling your property. It's not easy what we do.
All right, let's mount up.
Temperatures are dropping. We've really got to focus on getting these listings, getting them on the market, and getting them sold as fast as possible.
And the biggest thing about keeping relationships is the follow-up game. So these clients sorta know we're coming, but they don't. We didn't really confirm the appointment. However, Greg and I are pretty aggressive in our sales. So if these people are not gonna answer, whether it's through text or phone calls, we're gonna knock on their door just to make sure that we are seen.
To sell a property in the winter is kind of difficult because it all kind of looks boring and dead and all that stuff. So right now we really got to focus on just drop dead, getting these properties and getting it done. Listen, this is our first year in real estate, okay? It's not supposed to be easy.
No. So we need to just not surround ourselves with more people, but like more people that have the same mindset as us.
See, that's the
like,
problem, though. You're not gonna find them.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's hard.
Like everybody we went to school with, everybody that we were raised around, that's not them. That's why I don't hang out with a lot of people, because they all want to get drunk and have a good time and have no fucking future. I didn't have that option.
That's why I don't listen to them as far as like how they like want to say something about money. It's like, I can't listen to you because you're not where I want to be. Right. If you were where I wanted to be, like I'm sorry, but if you guys were rich and you guys had a lot of money and wealth, then I would listen to you, but I can't because it's not where I want to be.
That. We're only 22. Okay, we have time.
Yeah.
But I also want to be sure that we're focusing on the right thing. Or take a roll by one of my old houses. We're actually in Cicero, Illinois. My hometown, where my roots are. Joke is, if it doesn't start here, it ends here. A lot of shit went down here in this town. My favorite view is that right there. Right from the top of the police department. Cicero Police, this is where I was practically raised, was the PD. You know, this is a dangerous community, still a dangerous community. We grew up around the bad shit. You know, we were law enforcement kids. You know, our parents left for work every day and we didn't know if they were gonna come back alive or not. So that was the risk we were living with. We lived right in the middle of that one right there, that middle one. For a short time, every other weekend we'd come down and visit my dad and we'd stay there. It was crazy living here because it was so much action, and I remember I hated going back up north because it was so boring and dull. And then we ended up coming down here and everything was just constant chaos, police sirens, screaming, fighting, gangs just up and down the street. And then like one day we would sit on that porch and my dad would stop by as he was working, and one of the days they actually had a high-speed police chase come down and he jumped in his car, went right around that corner, and he flipped a police car right at that corner right there off 23rd. You know, we had a drunk driver end up on the lawn. You know, tough places like that, tough communities when you're growing up like that. It creates more character, but we were really young. Kind of just, it motivates me to go, you know, to work harder because we got away from this shit real fast. You know, we weren't raised normally. We don't know what normal is, so that's why I do everything completely different.